We have a little more to talk about if you're still interested.
I mean, Kevin, how can you? I mean, there's more?
There is one other movie that we just finished filming that comes out in May of 2017.
What could that possibly be?
It's a little movie called Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2. Ladies and gentlemen, James Gunn.
Stand up! Hello, San Diego Comic-Con! I love you, I love you, I love you. This is our home. This is the petri dish in which Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2 is born. And I love you guys so much. And especially you guys, all of you, you know who you are, who stayed out there in the heat, in the lines. What's next, Kevin? There's supposed to be a whole other thing that's happening.
It is happening.
What is it?
It's you, it's me.
This is where Kevin Feige dances.
No.
What?
That's all. Wait.
Oh!
Who's this?
How's it going, nerd? Whoa!
What's that?
Nerd, how you doing? Oh, better move out the way. Yes, we got ravager tonight.
What?
Oh, you're just a wet dream.
Did you invite these guys?
It's Taserface!
Yeah.
Why are they
your
here?
hand.
I told him
need
not
my
to come.
inhaler.
They're a big part of the movie.
Oh, right.
Come on.
My name's Peter Quill.
You guys, that's...
My name's Peter Quill. I'm a
Pregnant, say something. Say something demeaning.
okay. Y'all are stupid.
Yeah! You all are stupid!
Not
Waiting in line for hours! For what? For what?
All right, get out of here. Jeff, Craglin,
Security used to be better in Hall H.
I don't know how you...
Rich,
Yeah, it
get
did used
out,
to be
bro.
better.
Get out of here.
It
Come
did.
on.
Guys,
Half nut,
guys,
go.
The seats.
Come on.
Yeah.
You guys.
The actors have
what
to
is it?
come
They
out.
messed up people's
The
chairs.
the actors
Anyway,
have
let's
to
get
sit.
back to what I was supposed to be doing, which is introducing the cast. Chris Pratt. Zoe Saldana as the Great Gamora. Karen Gillan, who plays Nebula. I forgot somebody, actually. Oh. Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer. Next, we have a new addition to the Guardians of the Galaxies. We do. Pom Klementieff as Mantis. She's a fantastic actress who plays Aisha in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2, Elizabeth Debicki. And finally, one more guy we have here for you tonight. He is one of my favorite people in the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kurt Russell.
Snake Plissken in the house! Snake Plissken in the house!
All right, and one more person, the newest Guardian of the Galaxy, Michael Rooker.
Where's my chair? I don't get no chair.
You're supposed to get a chair.
I
Jeff, bring it
don't
out.
get a chair.
Oh, Jeff,
I don't have a chair either.
Jeff brought you a chair.
Here's your chair,
Bring it on over. I don't want to sit yonder. I want to sit over here. I want to sit next to my pals.
Here's your chair, Yogurt.
Now get out of here. I love y'all. Thank you for coming.
I remember when we were here when you announced this, and it felt like it was a different pressure because no one a lot of people weren't really familiar with the.
I think a lot of people learned who the Guardians of the Galaxy
they learned
were through this very Hall H.
It was
In fact,
born
3 years ago. Yeah.
It was really, it started here, it was born here, we saw it spread out, people were excited, and the movie exploded. So now that everyone knows what it is and you're making another one, what's that pressure now that everyone's like, this better be good?
Let me tell you, it's a much better pressure knowing people are excited to go see your movie. It's like people have been very excited. I've been very, touched by all the fan support.
How has Star-Lord evolved between the two movies? How have you seen him change?
Well, he's famous now in the galaxy for having, saved so many people. And, what the Guardians of the Galaxy did in the first movie, our movie picks up only a couple of months after that, so we're well known now. And he's, we're really picking up where we left off, and he feels like he's part of this group, or not just part of this group, but a leader of this group. And so he's a little bit more responsible and trying hard to stay out of trouble, but not necessarily doing the best job.
The best part is just coming back and working with my friends. Working with people that I love, that we knew that we had something super special because James gave us the opportunity to just be super crazy with our characters in the first installment. And coming back, it almost felt like we had just taken like a summer break.
Karen, I saw you running your fingers through your hair, which is very poignant
no big
because
deal. It's real.
Yeah, the last time you were up here and you had the wig and you pulled it off and threw it.
I know. That was a kind of weird moment in my life. That was cool. But no, I have hair, which is really exciting. I look like a female, not a really long baby. And I'm pleased about that.
Is there anything you can tell us about Mantis? What can you tell us about this?
I'm a new character called Mantis, and I'm an alien. I have empathic powers, and I spent my life with Kurt Russell's character before meeting all the Guardians.
What can you tell us about where Drax is at now? What can you tell us about Guardians 2?
He's, there's not much of a time gap between the first film and this film.
Yeah.
So he's, I think, if anything, he's just more confused. Because now he's surrounded by people using metaphors, and he's just, he's trying to figure it out. He kind of understands what a metaphor is, but he doesn't really, but he tries to pretend like he does. So it's just, a lot of confusion, which makes for a lot of good laughs.
Aisha, is there anything you can tell the audience about Aisha?
Well, Aisha is the leader of a species of people we haven't seen yet, the sovereign people. And she enlists the help of the Guardians, and things turn quite sour.
Excellent.
I'm just going to leave it there.
All right. And then Kurt Russell, who... I'm told you can't really say much about what you're doing in this film. Is that true?
It's great to come here to Comic-Con. You guys are a blast, I gotta say.
Michael Rooker, I remember after the first movie, I would see you kind of corner James Gunn and be like, more Yondu! So do you feel like you got what you were bullying him to get?
Bully! You bullied me!
I never bullied him. As a matter of fact, I think, before you even asked the question, I think Yondu in this new version here is much more forgiving.
Get out of here.
As you can see on the screen, I'm very forgiving, right? And no, I never bullied.
All right.
You think I bullied?
Well, yes. You guys have another announcement that's Guardians related.
We do, right?
We do. Should we announce it?
Let's announce it.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I have a lot of loves. Everyone on this stage, everyone in that hall, movies, and Disney theme parks is something that I really, really love. And the fact that the Guardians of the Galaxy, directed by James Gunn, starring many of the people on this stage, are finally coming to a major theme park attraction is pretty damn exciting for us. Take a look at a little tease for what's coming. Yeah. No, there's there. Yeah, this is something that it's one of the amazing bonuses of being a part of the amazing Disney company. There's an Imagineer that I've known of for many, many years named Joe Rohde, who's here somewhere, who's responsible for this ride, and we couldn't be more excited. It's going to be very cool, opening hopefully sometime next summer, not too far away from when the new movie comes out, and also Benicio del Toro will be returning as the collector for this ride.
Excellent.
Man, wild, yes. It was a great energy. Marvel showcased footage for all their upcoming films. We got to cap it off, and that felt great. People really responded, it seemed like, and it's just great to be back here in Hall H at Comic-Con, where really the Guardians franchise was born.
You know, those people have been in their seats for 9 hours.
Yeah.
Or most of the time, anyway. And what's nice at the end of the day, you got to show that footage, and when you're on the set every day, you know, you hope you're doing good. But it's nice to see that reaction. They were perfect for it. When Chris and James, I guess, were the guys who kind of like said, yeah, Kurt Russell would be the right guy for that. That verifies that choice, you know, and that's a good feeling because it's a big part of making the movie work. I'm really impressed with what I saw tonight. I think this movie is going to be absolutely great.
The fans of Comic-Con, you look at a group of people who are just having fun, you know? They are passionate about the various worlds, and one of them being the, you know, cosmic Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we're a big part of that, and so people are really passionate. They love these characters. They just love these movies. It's a big part of their life because they get to have fun. I saw so many kids today dressed up like Groot or Rocket or Star-Lord, and it's just, I don't know, it's really moving. I legitimately got moved to tears on stage up there seeing that footage. I'm just so proud of the movie.
When you remember that the word fan is short for fanatic, this place reminds you of it. Yeah. They're fanatic people about what they watch, and they love this franchise. I mean, I came to it late and had to, you know, play catch up, and it's just a blast to see people who love his character. The baby Groot in this thing is just going to be spectacular, but they love all the characters, and it's all about James Gunn's ability to create a story that you get interested in, and he does it very quickly.
Here's my sister. Hi. Fancy seeing you here.
I'm her sister.
Adopted sister.
There was a lot of excitement. We were able to show like a little sneak peek of what we've been up to this year, which has been a lot of fun, and it's the first time for us to watch it. So we feel right now just like the fans, like super excited, super hyped, and we can't believe we have to wait till May.
It was so good. The footage was so good.
It's really inspiring, and it's also like, how could we not bring a film like this that is it's like in the epicenter of what we define as fandom. So for us to not come to a convention that was created for the sole purpose of celebrating what you're so devoted to is ludicrous, right? And over here, what we get from as actors that are in these movies, I mean, it's infectious. All this great energy, all this support, all this love makes you feel excited to do what we do, and makes us want to do it even better, you know, next time. Nebula and the Ravagers are kind of like you know...
Nebula doesn't mind a Ravager boy. She's all right with those.
She's always been that crazy little sister, I have to say.
James had the idea. He wanted to have the Ravagers be a part of the of our panel. So what happens is the Ravagers, James Gunn's introduced. He comes out, says hi to the audience. You know, everybody's applauding, and he's having a great time. And when he starts talking, he starts getting interrupted by all this bunch of mutts coming in from all angles, from the audience perspective. Walking through the crowds, walking through the audiences, causing havoc, and just abusing James Gunn the whole way. Hall H is just so big, and every fan in there is screaming and hollering. So it's, you know, really, in between each introduction, there's like a good 4 minutes of screaming. You just got to let it go. You can't fight it, right?
Actually, it's the first time that I saw the footage, you know, so I saw my character, of course, for the first time, like completely, you know, with the CGI, really cool, and also the everything else was so cool, and the excitement of, you know, being in the room and everyone yelling, and it was really special. It was my first Comic-Con, you know, so. You know, it was one of my dreams to be in a Marvel movie, to play an alien, to do weird things, and that's what I did, so no, it's great. I mean, you know, was just a gift to play this character, like written so well by James. I think James is a genius.
You know, it's so crazy. And it's really it's an odd, an honored feeling that we were saved for last. We had a great big productions, and the applause, the excitement from the crowd was just overwhelming. But you know what really is cool about that is you really see how people just embraced the first film, and they really embrace these characters, and they just love them so much, and they're so excited. So it's such a great feeling, man. It's a little overwhelming. You know, it's a little overwhelming, but it's incredible. We were all so excited to see it that literally when the lights went out, we all, as a whole cast, jumped down on the floor so we could look up and watch this. But that's how, you know, we're excited as well, because although we're all on the film, there's a lot of the parts that we didn't see that were filmed, you know, with other characters, and we haven't seen it. So we're just fans just as much as anybody else. I was coming here as a fan before I was coming here to work. So it's more odd for me to be here on this side. I'm used to being on the other side, and you know, and watching the panels and watching all, you know, the superheroes that I love on film. So it's still a little bit odd for me to be on this side, you know, kind of on the inside looking out when I was always on the outside looking in. It's a little bit weird, but it's kind of a cool thing because I really understand that. I really understand the emotion that's involved in how much you embrace these characters and love these characters and can possibly be disappointed. So we want to deliver, you know, and I as a fanboy, I want to deliver. I take pride in that. So hopefully, I'm pretty confident that people are going to love this film.
It was pretty amazing. It was a little bit overwhelming and actually really beautiful. It was such a sea of love out there, and people just love the film so much, and to be a part of it is a real privilege as an actor. So I just felt really lucky to be up there. And I was just as excited as everyone, I think, to see the footage, because I haven't seen anything yet. So yeah, it was great. It's sort of like really, really touching, and I feel like I'm going to cry. And I just think it's such a rare thing in the world, and like on a meta level, to have something that people care so much about. And I think the beautiful thing about Marvel films, as a general note, is they're just so entertaining. They're just pure, wonderful entertainment, and there's something for everyone. I mean, tonally, they're all so different. But to have something in the world that sort of brings that to people, and to have people so passionate about it, I think is a really, really important and special thing. So, you know, when we were standing to waiting to go onto stage, and someone was saying people have been camped out for 24 hours, I just thought it was incredible, you know. And so you want to make it wonderful for them.
We went down into Hall H and we showed some stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We showed a clip from the movie. We showed a little special San Diego Comic-Con teaser. We showed a little bit of behind the scenes because we created a ride for Guardians of the Galaxy for Disneyland theme parks. It's Disneyland here in California. And we had a bunch of jerky Ravagers on stage who came up and heckled us all the way throughout. So it was quite an experience in Hall H. The fans here, so many of them who came to Hall H, like, waited out in line for 36 hours to get in there for a short glimpse of Guardians. I really appreciated it. It's an amazing type of love to feel from the audience, and I hope they know how much I care about them, and that's my greatest interest, is creating something for them that is different from anything else that's out there, and that's what Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was, and I think Volume 2 is even more so.
And very excited to welcome to the stage the director, James Gunn. And now our cast. We have Klementieff. Gillan. Bautista. Saldana.
Would you mind? Thank you so much. Would you mind 20 minutes?
Oh, that's not too bad, is it?
I mean, I've done
I went and saw it. Brilliant. Absolutely spectacular.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. How are you?
We just arrived this morning, actually. Have you been here the whole time? I have.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Inspiration. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Vale here. Now, staying with the superhero movie theme, did you know that Spider-Man was almost called Flyman? No, I'm not joking. When Stan Lee was asked to create a new superhero to follow in the footsteps of the extremely popular Fantastic Four team, the legendary creator thought up Marvel's next big thing after spotting a fly on the wall. According to Lee himself, that got him thinking about a superhero that could stick to walls. Flyman and Insect Man were a couple of his ideas on the hero's name before coming up with Spider-Man. So what do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below, and I will leave you with some superhero movie playlist to watch. See ya!